Others with missing sons and daughters may be finding new hope in the fact that Savannah Spurlock's body was discovered this week in Garrett County.
One school in Floyd County is all about service and community. I'm Buddy Forbes, and coming up, I'll tell you how outside community service is helping the school and its mission.
Plenty of sunshine expected this evening across the mountains, and that'll linger into the weekend. A look at a very nice forecast coming up on Mountain News.
Dedicated to Southern and Eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. It took more than 6 months to find where Savannah Spurlock was. Some families in Kentucky have waited years and are still waiting to find out what happened to their loved ones. A Lincoln County woman has started a Facebook page and holds annual vigils for missing loved ones because she can relate. Her son has been missing for more than 4 years. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has her story from Stanford.
It just broke my heart.
Sandra Hasty was among the many who watched coverage Wednesday night into Thursday when we all learned where Savannah Spurlock was.
I mean, it's a sad situation, but the family can lay her to rest.
Hasty knows all too well what the Spurlock family has been going through for the last 6 months. She's been living it for more than 4 years.
People that have lived through it, then we have people waiting for years and years. Anna Manning missing 26 years from Boyle County.
Her son Michael Gorley disappeared in May of 2015, and through a Facebook page and annual vigils, she stays in contact with the many others with similar stories.
Linda Price missing here from Lincoln County. Whitney Copley's family, they found her in Casey County.
She says she now has renewed hope her case and the many others will be solved. And she has a message for those wanting to conceal what they've done.
The longer that you make a family suffer, the worse it's going to be for you.
In Lincoln County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
The suspect in Savannah Spurlock's disappearance, David Sparks, is at the Lincoln County Jail and will be back in court on Monday.
It's a warm and sunny evening across southern and eastern Kentucky, and we're going to continue to keep the dry conditions around for the next couple of days. Let's take a live look over at the University of Virginia and Wise just across the border. And what a picturesque time lapse to see those cumulus clouds floating by. Those are fair weather clouds, those little cotton ball style clouds, those cumulus clouds. That means things are going to be nice and dry through the evening. Pinpoint Doppler taking a well-deserved break. No precipitation showing up in our neck of the woods. Those temperatures, they're on the warm side. Good evening, London. You're checking in at 86. Same in Williamsburg. 88 Jonesville. 82 Wise. 85 Pikeville. 84 in Logan. Factor in the humidity. Feeling about a degree or two warmer everywhere across the board. Right around the 90 mark. Nice evening to grill out or maybe hit the pool for a mid-evening swim to cool off a little bit. We're going to be heading down into the mid-80s over the next few hours, eventually going to the upper 70s just after sunset and bottoming out into the upper 60s with a little bit of dense fog. All eyes are on the tropics, though. Barry continues to churn off the coast of Louisiana, and it may impact our weather here in Kentucky next week. We'll have more details on that coming up here in a few minutes, Steve.
All right, Shane, thank you. The David School provides a tuition-free alternative education plan for students in Floyd County. Their main focus, showing students the importance of serving their communities. WYMT's Buddy Forbes spoke with the Dean of Students, who says those communities are what helps the school carry on.
The David School prides itself on service.
Our motto is learning while serving, so they are learning while they're serving their community.
And allowing its students to get hands-on experience.
Our fire pit area that our students spent the last school year working on.
But Dean of Students Jessica Thompson says the students pay it forward and the school sees the kindness returned, because community workers and mission groups also play a significant role.
Their help is crucial to making our program successful and to be able to offer our students an alternative to public education.
Groups like Project Hope, a mission group from Pennsylvania that helped build and repair things at the school during the month of June.
Before they come to us, they asked me for a list. They said, give me a list of things that we could do for you that would help you and your school out.
She says the group built a bridge during this trip, connecting the school's community walking track and showing the students what service can do.
It's very, very important for us to make sure that they have skills that will propel them into the future where they can be successful and be okay.
Thompson said the school is also surrounded by a supportive community. So when Project Hope installed new flooring, Big Sandy RECC donated new chairs to avoid scuffing up the floors.
We're very, very thankful for the people in the community, not just in Floyd County, but in surrounding counties who know the good work that we do and see that and appreciate it and want to help out in any way they can.
Thompson says that shows how important all of the partnerships are in creating the environment the David School tries to uphold. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Thompson says more projects are in the works, with more crews heading to the school to lend helping hands throughout the summer. The September 11th Victim Compensation Fund cleared a hurdle today when the House passed extending the funds through 2090. The legislation had no trouble getting the needed votes in the Democratic-controlled House. Now it will head to the Senate. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell vowed to hold a vote on the fund after he received high-profile criticism from comedian Jon Stewart. In a statement released today, the Kentucky senator said, quote, "The Senate has never forgotten the Victim Compensation Fund, and we are not about to start now. Nothing about our shared goal to provide for these heroes is remotely partisan. We will consider this important legislation soon." A community vigil was held last night in Beckley, West Virginia. It was to honor the lives of coal magnate Chris Klein, his daughter Cameron, Delaney Weichel, and 4 others. They were all killed in a helicopter crash last Thursday off the coast of the Bahamas. More than 200 family members, friends, and community leaders gathered at the YMCA's Klein Memorial Sports Complex. Several speakers shared memories, including someone who spoke on behalf of Cameron Klein's mother.
The only thing that can make sense of this devastating tragedy is that God has a plan for a better life for them and greater things for those she left behind. Seems impossible to understand now, but if we can hold on to that, if we truly can, we will heal.
A memorial service for Chris and Cameron Klein started earlier tonight around 5. A team of nurses has been traveling around the Commonwealth to help battle against Hepatitis A. Since April, the group has administered more than 21,000 vaccines to Kentucky's most vulnerable. Chelsea Jones talked with officials about the status of the Hepatitis A outbreak in Kentucky.
The number of hepatitis A cases here in Kentucky is trending down.
Still want to stress the importance of providing vaccines to anybody that has not been vaccinated.
Officials say these numbers are decreasing because more people are getting the vaccine as well as practicing good hand washing techniques. But the virus is still prevalent, according to officials.
It affects the liver. That can cause some severe GI, stomach problems. It's something that makes you pretty sick over the, from several weeks to several months.
The Department of Public Health declared an outbreak in 2017. Since then, more than 4,000 people have been diagnosed with hepatitis A. At least 58 people have died.
You're feeling well today?
Nurses are traveling across the state to combat these statistics, administering the vaccine to various populations, including inmates at the Fayette County Jail.
You didn't get a lollipop or nothing, you just get a Band-Aid.
They're in close proximity, and so when you're in a confined space, then that can spread.
But anybody can contract the virus. That's why officials recommend getting the vaccine sooner rather than later.
So it's a 2-dose series. The doses are separated from 6 to 12 months, and it is a lifetime immunity once you have those 2 doses.
In Lexington, Chelsea Jones, WKYT.
To get the vaccine, officials say you can contact your healthcare provider or local public health department. Former NFL defensive tackle Albert Haynesworth needs some help. The former Tennessee Titan posted on Instagram he needs a kidney. The picture shows him in a hospital bed. The 38-year-old said he's been battling kidney disease for years and his kidneys failed him Sunday. This is not the first health issue Haynesworth has dealt with since leaving the NFL. He said he had a brain aneurysm in 2014. Haynesworth played 10 seasons in the NFL with Tennessee, Washington, New England, and Tampa before retiring after the 2011 season. Kentucky wildlife officials are trying a new method to control Asian carp. It is called the unified method, and it drives the carp through a series of large nets into a containment center. The method has been successful at capturing large quantities of Asian carp in Missouri and Illinois. It will be tested in 2 reservoirs on the Kentucky-Tennessee border. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, many Americans are spending thousands of dollars every year on hidden fees and extra charges. We'll have some tips on how to spot those.
Plenty of sunshine across eastern Kentucky right now, and that's going to be the case for most of the weekend, but Tropical Storm Barry is looming off to the south. How it'll impact our weather after the break.